Hi, this is Emma from Unique Phoenix, and this is Worthy Wednesday, because you are worthy of receiving great love and giving great love. Grab a cuppa and let's sit down and talk about procrastination. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say that procrastination, I thought for a long time, I was really hard on myself about it, like extremely hard. Like somehow I'd almost talked myself into the fact that I was lazy somehow because I did procrastinate. But I wonder if we can look at it through a different lens. And once I started looking at it through this lens in my life, it shifted. I've very rarely procrastinate, and I'll tell you, we'll get into that, what I've flipped it into and what you can too. But first, let's have a look at procrastination and where it comes up. And there's so many places that it comes up. One, it can come up when someone's offering us an opportunity and we're not quite sure about it. And there can be a whole range of things that sit underneath it. Normally, the surface one that comes up is that I'm not good enough to do this, that I can't possibly. And then it could also, it doesn't feel right to me. And it can also feel like you're being pushed into something. Where else does it show up? What about relationships? I know for me, when I left my marriage a few years ago, that was a really tough choice for me to make. And if I'm honest, I was making it for a long time. And there's a reason that I didn't make it. Come to that. What about just taking a step forward in something, whether it's your health, whether it's a job, whether it's within a relationship, whether it's speaking up? How many things can we slap the label of procrastination on? How many things do you slap the label of procrastination on? Perhaps it's that project around the house, that's been going on for a long time. And I wonder, and I know quite deeply, that without self-trust, without trusting yourself completely, you're always going to find procrastination. You're always going to stall, rethink, go over it, be indecisive. Trust is needed in all areas of your life. Yeah? Think about that opportunity that was given to you. And it could very well be that it's just not for you. And although everyone else around you views it as an opportunity, it's actually not the opportunity for you. Totally been there. And that's a hard one because you've got all these other voices around you saying, do, go for it. But there's this little voice within you that says, this isn't the right way. The I'm not good enough voice as well can come out. I can't possibly do that job. I'm not good enough. What if, and I know quite deeply, it's about trust. Because if you're trusting yourself, then you know it's not the opportunity for you. Regardless of what people are saying around you, if that little voice of worthiness comes up, then that's about trusting yourself that you can do it, that you are more than capable of doing this job. That's about trust. When I look back at ending my marriage, and I'm sure many of you can relate about ending a relationship and stalling and procrastinating, one of the many reasons was I didn't know what was on the other side of it. I probably was making that decision for a very long time. And the reason why I didn't make it earlier, I wasn't trusting myself. I didn't trust that what was on the other side was absolutely the right life for me. And for my ex as well, absolutely. So when I took what I felt like was a leap of faith, that's when I had full trust in me. And those are the moments that you know that you've got this trust, because you know you're going to be in the right place, even if you can't see where the next steps are going to be. Yeah? So can you see how procrastination, and it might be that project around the house, perhaps it's not for you to do. I've got plenty of people that I've known over the years that are in trades, and it could just be that actually you've got to trust that, you need to put your tools down. You don't have to do everything in your life. It's okay to trust someone else to do a job, even if you can do it yourself, because your time is precious. And is it better spent getting someone else to do that and spending that time with your family, going on that outing, or just talking to your talking to your family and connecting with them and to your friends around them, or just having some stillness? Is that why you haven't done it? Or is it that you don't believe that you can? Again, it's about trust. Because without full, complete trust of self, it's very hard to trust the world around you. And we're always going to look for ways to fill it so that we can almost pretend like we have trust. This is something that honestly is such a big part of the work that I do when I'm working with clients. And it is always about building trust within themselves, getting you to really be aware of what your body is telling you and letting it lead you where it needs to go and where you need to go. Because when there's full trust, you're going to feel connected. And these are basic needs that we have as a human. So we need connection, love, we need to feel safe and secure, and we need nourishment. So when we trust, we can find love, we can give it, we can receive it, because we trust. We trust that when we're receiving love, we know that it actually is. And when someone's trying to, pretend like they're giving us love, we also know that too, because we trust ourselves. Yeah, we trust that little voice within. When we're feeling safe and secure, it's because we trust our choices, we trust the awareness that we have around us, we trust the way that we're going to go. And connection, when we trust ourselves, we feel deeply connected within, and also we can connect to the world around us so much more easily. And when we trust ourselves, we know that we are nourishing our mind and our body rather than polluting it. And then the soul just takes care of itself, because you're trusting that what you're putting into your body is good for you, and you know that it's going to really help your body. And what you're putting into your mind, what you're watching, what you're reading, the people that are around you are also not polluting your mind as well. But that is all an inside job. And this is definitely the focus that we have, even when you're on my table, the healing table. And an emotional clearing session can honestly shift that energy, that story that you've been holding, and allow you to trust yourself more deeply. So if you're wanting to build trust, then let's connect and have a conversation, because this is exactly what I do. So if you're ready to make some shit happen, to build this trust and not just talk about it or think it's going to happen just because, then absolutely this is the work that you need to do. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time with me. And if you'd like to book, then please shoot me a message and let's begin. Enjoy your beautiful day, and remember, please be yourself, because there's only one of you, and feel good for being it, because you're the only person who can. Bye for now.